Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing another random one-shot from over on Itch.io. This is a game called Tempus Fugit. I believe that's how you say it. I guess it's a Latin idiom that basically is like pointing out like how fast time flies by in life and how you have to, I guess it's just drawing attention to it so that you like don't take it for granted. I don't really know. I never was taught that in Latin class when I took that in college, but regardless, we are playing a game where we're on, I believe, a train, and we go around and we talk to other passengers and they share bits of their life with us. This game was made for Ludum Dare 44 in just a couple days, which is always really impressive, and it has the theme of your life is currency. So it said something about having to pay a fare. I'm assuming that it has to do with like our own lives that we have to pay to be on this train, or maybe the lives of the passengers, something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead, let's get started, see what this game is all about. It looks so interesting. All right, WASD to navigate, interact with the left click. Easy, all right. What's up there? Nothing I can interact with. A nice little sleeping car. What's that? I can't see what that is. I can only look this far down? Wait, what? Once I look down a certain amount, I can't look farther down. I can't look at my little feetsies. All right, that's fine. We'll open that. Oh, God. You got right up in my face. Next stop, Honley Harrison. I don't know if I'm saying that right either. All passengers, show me your ticket, please. Well, you know the rule. You'll need to pay the fine. All right. Let's see. I like the voice acting going on here in the background. It's a talking fish conductor. This is great. It's got the little ticker thing. Yeah, 4. That's it. What, 4 years of my life, maybe? You need to collect 4 different memories from passengers. Oh, that's the price. Okay, so we have to go get the memories from passengers. We're gonna tell us their tales, and then I guess that's the fare for the train. I hope they don't lose their memories when we do that. That'd be really sad. I'll wait for you at the head wagon, the one after the bar wagon. Okay, that sounds good, buddy. Can I walk through you? Oh my, all right. Oh, I can keep talking to him? Come on, go and find me those 4 memories. Okay, goodbye, sir. Guess I'll go this way. Can I get bust into anyone else's rooms? Maybe rummage around their stuff? Hello? No? No one? I'm like the only one hanging out in my car. Oh, hello, Mr. What is this guy, a eggplant emoji with an I Heart New York shirt on? Good God. This guy's literally the penis emoji with like a beard and mustache and an I Heart New York shirt on. Okay, buddy. Hey, what's up? Oi! I'm on my way to meet my wife and my mates from my marching band for a picnic. This marching band is my pride. What is your biggest pride? Oh, okay, so apparently, here's the visual novel aspect of it. I have to answer some questions. I really like the art style in this game so far. It's really pretty, and it's just like really unique and goofy. I love that all of the characters are not human. They're like weird, like personified like objects. It's very odd. The Hinds in the night. What the hell does that even mean? The coffin that took too much place. What? Aunt Eliane and my Velcro shoes. Oh man, I sure do love my Velcro shoes. All right. Did that steal my memory of Velcro shoes? Oh. My mother told me that when I went to the school for the first time in my life, I had Velcro shoes because I didn't know yet how to tie up my shoes alone. I can't remember how old I was exactly when I finally learned how to do it, but I can clearly see myself scream with pride and excitation on the balcony of our house. Next thing I remember is me on the phone with my dad, who is working at the factory. I guess I had to beg my mother to call him because I couldn't wait for the evening to tell him the big news. I managed to lace my shoes alone. Aw, very nice. Very good memory. I'm assuming that's our memory and not the eggplant man's memory, although it wasn't really clear about that part of it. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, that was the ticker tape taking one of the memories, I guess? Something like that. Ooh, I can feel the pride in your voice. Okay, yeah, so that was me so I tell my memories and stories to the passengers who ask me the questions to prompt me for the stories. I get it now. Okay, I understand. I can feel the pride in your voice. I am really happy for you. My heart bursts with pride whenever I think about the first time I pulled on my marching band's uniform. A marching band eggplant with a beard and okay, I'm not gonna judge too much. Back then, I was a young and good-looking eggplant. Yes, I was a teenager and my town's fanfare orchestra recruited me as their new tuba. My parents were so happy and so was I. The uniform suited me perfectly. The orange hat felt just right, with its big green feather on top of it. It's been decades since I first joined and devoted myself to this fanfare. I even met my wife there. Can you believe it? Wow, that's pretty awesome. She is the first trumpet. She's so good she slays all of her solo parts. Aw, we stan a supportive husband. Very nice. Okay, thanks, buddy. Can we not talk to him anymore? I like that they rotate. I love that, like, the character models are like 2D sort of pop-out, cut-out things. That's really neat. I like that, and that they rotate when you move around. So let's interact. Let's go through here. Oh my, look at all the people. Ooh, old goat grandma, hello. Hello, dear. Nothing feels better than traveling in a train with few passengers. I feel a strong connection with them, even with the dead one. Wait, there's a dead one? That seems a little bit concerning. Do you remember meeting a ghost? Because I do. The Hinds in the Night, the coffin that took too much place, and my Velcro. Can I just keep talking about my Velcro shoes and how they relate to everything? That'd be an amazing playthrough. I feel like we should probably find out a little bit more about these other things. I don't know what the hell this is. The coffin that took too much place. That sounds like a good place for a ghost. There's no ghost in this story. Oh my, okay. Did I messed up? Okay. Oh, I get to, oh, and it deleted the choice. Okay, the Hinds in the Night then. Oh, so you have to get the right choice that lines up with the question that they ask you. Kind of interesting, kind of neat. I was driving fast in the middle of the night. I was lost in the forest, the one you see there, on this mountain outside. You see, I wasn't supposed to be there. I lied to my parents to see my lover. As I was rushing to get home in time, snow started to fall. I had to slow my car. A herd of deers and hinds crossed the road and stopped in the middle of the road. I stopped the car in panic. The hinds looked at me for a minute. That felt like an eternity. Man, I had that happen. I had a bunch of deer, or not a bunch, but I had a deer run in front of my car when I was much younger, and I swerved to avoid it. You should not swerve to avoid things in the road if you're going around like a bend, especially like I was. And what ended up happening was my car like rotated like crazy. It fishtailed. It flew off like an embankment that I was driving by, and I flew down like this hill, and I smashed into a tree. And if my car had just rotated like another 180 degrees, then the tree trunk would have been in the driver's seat, but because of the way that the car hit the tree in mid-spin, it landed so that the trunk of the tree was like all the way through my passenger seat. It was insane though. It was near-death experience, one of those things that like Morgan and everyone I know makes fun of me for driving really slow. That's why, is because I don't drive really slow, but I drive like the speed limit almost exactly. So yeah, quick aside, that sort of brought back some flashbacks. As suddenly as they appeared in my headlights, they vanished. I was still hearing hooves on the road, but no hinds in sight. Oh, okay. Grandma, I hope that you enjoyed that story there, because that was another one of my memories being ticked off there. My first girlfriend was a wild sheep. Oh my. Like many wild sheeps of her age, she smelt bad and her fur was always a mess. These are the very first things I would notice when she would pick me up in a brand new car. I would get in, kiss her, and smell cigarettes and booze in her breath. Oh, so that's why she smelled bad. Are sheep known for smoking and drinking a lot? I guess, in this universe. Then I would gently touch her coarse fur. With her, I felt powerful and limitless. This memory got buried with her a long time ago after she died, but a dream brought her back. In this dream, I hear someone knocking on my door in the middle of the night. I get up and I walk to the door. I open it. It is pitch black. I can't see, but I smell cigarettes and booze. I stretch my arm out the doorframe and I feel a rough, coarse fur. Oh, that's a little bit sad and melancholy and also really creepy. Good lord. Well, thank you for sharing your story, Goat Grandma. I don't know, mine didn't really feel very ghostly. It felt like a little bit supernaturally, ooh, creepy, spooky, but it didn't feel super ghost-like. But I guess like maybe I felt that connection with the hind that I saw in the road or something. Also, I kind of wish that you could choose whatever you wanted to answer the questions with, and that did bring up like a different story each time. Like if I had done Velcro shoes, maybe it was like one time I didn't Velcro my shoes right and I tripped and I banged my head, and when I looked up there was a ghost standing over me. That'd be kind of like a cool twist to the game, but obviously that's not the case here. Hello, Mr. Robot with a baguette and a top hat type thing. Okay, fedora type thing. I don't know. I am going to the sea. I haven't gone there for a long time. What is the oldest memory you have from your childhood? So it's not Heinz in the Night, not Velcro shoes. It's probably gonna be Aunt Elian. Yeah, there we go. We guessed right. Very good. Very good stuff there. All right, what wacky story do we have now to tell? Elian is my family's friend. She used to live in our house. One day she decided she wanted to live in the mountains, so she sold her house to my parents and bought a cabin in the forest. Man, a lot of mountain and forest stories, which I guess makes sense if all of these are from like when I was much younger, lived in the same area, etc. And she's not my real aunt, she's just a family friend. That's fine. Sometimes like I have like family friends that like we grew up like calling like cousin or whatever. Every time Elian came to visit us, she would tell me stories. I sat on her lap and listened to her tales. Somehow, each tale she told me featured a wolf. I was just a kid and I adored her. Naturally, I gave her the nickname Auntie of Wolf. She is 86 today. She still lives alone in the forest, and I still call her Auntie of Wolf. Aw, cute. Very, very cute little story. I enjoyed that quite a bit. There we go. Hope you liked it, Mr. Robot Man. Rare are the people able to leave such a mark. Mom got married with a sailor. At the time, it wasn't a good idea. A robot with a sailor? People would give us dirty looks in the streets. Tim didn't have kids. He was sad about it because he wanted to teach how to be a good sailor. That's how I learned about knots, tides, winds, everything. But Mom would never let him take me on his one-mast boat, a sloop. She was scared. I don't blame her. One day, Mom had to run errands outside the village. Tim took this as a chance. I mean, I don't blame Mom for being scared because, like, as a robot, you're like a big heavy metal thing. You probably can't float too well if you accidentally fall overboard. That's just my take on it. Together, we sailed for 3 hours. I remember every second of it. For me, it felt like going on Andromeda. We could go everywhere. Nobody could stop us. I watched as far as my eyes could see. We moored before Mom came back. Tim and I never talked about it again. We didn't have to. I have never sailed again. Tim died a few weeks ago. Oh, that's sad. He left me his sloop, and today I am going to the sea. Oh, well, have a good journey, man. That's actually like a really emotional tale also. Good Lord. All these people have things left behind by their loved ones. My. And good memories of their loved ones. Hello, Mr. Man. These guys look like anime characters. I love it. Hello, bartender or broccoli man? Suck to the bartender. Passengers, when they drink, they need to talk. I am like a shrink, but cheaper. I'm a good listener. It helps. I hear so many stories. Sometimes I think I have actually lived it. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay, so he's not actually gonna... Want something in the drink? He's not actually gonna ask me a question. He just wanted to say he listens to everyone's stories. So I'm assuming all these other passengers have got their stories they share with him as well, just like they shared with me. Interesting. All right, Mr. Broccoli Man, it's your turn. I long for scenes where man hath never trod, a place where woman never smiled or wept, there to abide and sleep as I in childhood sweetly slept, untroubled and untroubling where I lie, the grass below, above the vaulted sky. That's a nice bit of poetry there, buddy. John Clare, tell me the saddest thing you have witnessed, stranger. All right, that's gonna be the coffin that took too much place. I mean, I'm assuming it meant like the coffin that took up too much space. I don't know, I guess we'll find out in this story here. When my grandmother died, I was just a kid. She lived as she died, poor and miserable. That's so sad. She spent most of her life with an abusive man, also very sad. It was my first experience with death. At her burial, we had to walk on other graves to reach the family vault. Her coffin didn't fit in the grave. Her husband's coffin was taking too much place in the tiny family vault. Even in death, he committed his last abuse on her. God, that is so sad and twisted. Oh, that's an awful story. Terrible memory. I don't like that one. Very, very sad. Good Lord.
I am sorry for your loss. I too lost something dear to me. I'm obsessed with the memory of my hometown. An ancient, elegant town, high buildings, faded red facades. The luxurious vegetation that gave the city its eerie charm. Ivy climbing along the old stone walls and the houses. Rose shrubs growing around the wells of the city. Wisteria providing cover from the sun in the inner courtyards.
They look in the distance.
My last day in my hometown was a holiday. The sky was blue, the air was sweet and warm. The streets were filled by flocks of people with colorful dresses and happy faces. They all had bouquets in their arms and flowers in their hair. Then, the explosion.
Oh my God, this turned morbid very quickly.
The waves of water filling the streets. The screams. These are the last things I remember from my hometown. Since this day, I wander and travel to find a city that looks like my dear vanished hometown. To finally be at peace somewhere in this world.
God, I hope you can find that, man. This is so sad. Although I'm feeling like this is like the final train car you take before your last voyage to the great beyond. I don't know. This is a really interesting game, though. The writing is very, very good. All right, Mr. Fishman.
Have you the memories? Was it hard? Passengers tend to be talkative in my train. Anyway, let's hear your memories.
Tell all my memories. There you go, buddy. I learned some. They also learned some from me. It was a mutual exchange. You tell the dream of a long-time reunion. You recite a poem and the tale of a lost city. You recount the robot and the sea. You relate how pride is inside every little moment. Tempus Fugit. Oh my. All right, so that was the game, guys. That was really cool. That was very, very cool. I really enjoyed this quite a bit. Like I said, the writing just was so good. And there's our characters. Oh my God, so fun. Really, really fun. I love the entire like aesthetic of the game. I love the whole feel of it as well. The environment, just the chill vibe of it in general. Very cool stuff. But yeah, that was a little bit of storytelling there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stories as much as I did. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.